Hey everyone, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you week number 4. Welcome to the halfway point. Actually, in reality, we're beyond the halfway point here, but just wanted to give you a quick video. You are not required to do a discussion this week because as you know, it's the midterm for our Principles of Management course. But I do want to share some information with you because I think it's only fair to give you guys an update on how I view the class and what's going on. But essentially, first and foremost, for those of you who already started your midterm, you realize there's a time test. I kind of mentioned that in the previous videos. Um, all the questions you should be familiar with. Please make sure you take time to focus on the midterm because there is only one shot at it, and it goes quick. So I hope that you guys are taking time aside and putting time aside to do it. I also wanted to address a couple things. One, as you know, I don't accept late work. I don't go forward. I don't open up classes early just because there's so much going on. I don't want to be juggling stuff and miss things. But I also don't want to be the person that is sort of being the I don't want to use the word judge, but or trying to justify who deserves extra time and who doesn't when it comes to late assignments. So I understand that everyone goes through different situations during the semester, and I respect that. So what I do in order to compensate for that is to drop two of your lowest assignments for this first half and one of your learn smarts. So if you have had run into some issues or had some issues, please know that I respect that everyone has things going on. Some people more serious than others, and I totally get that. But I also want you to know that I don't want to be the person to determine who deserves extra time and who doesn't, because I don't know how to weigh that out. So instead of doing that, I give everybody a fair shot, and I say I'm just going to drop two of your lowest assignment grades and one of your lowest learn smart for this first half. So I will be doing that as soon as this video posts. You'll see. Now, also, don't freak out about the midterm and the final, guys. As I've mentioned in the past, to me, the way that I know that you're doing well in this class is by your discussion posts, because I could tell if you are understanding the material. The midterm and the final is a process that we go through, but in reality, it only accounts to 5% each for your final grade, where your discussions account for 30% of your grade. So one missed discussion or not getting full credit for a discussion is going to impact you way more than you not doing well on your midterm or your final. So I don't want you guys to worry about that. Even your homework assignments, a homework assignment is really, you got like 16 homework assignments, and between your homework assignments, between your quizzes, which is like 32 assignments, all of that accumulatively attributes to 30%, but you only have like 5 or 6 discussions. So every discussion really impacts your grade. So I mentioned this. I know it's on your syllabus, but I just want to put your nerves at rest. Where you're really being critically reviewed is your discussion. So I would rather you, and I'm not telling you to do this, but if you miss one homework assignment, it's not going to impact your grade as much as if you miss one discussion. So same goes for your midterm. If you don't do good on your midterm, it's not going to impact your grade as much as you don't do good on a discussion post. I would even argue someone can get 100 on all of their chapter assignments and get 100 on their final and midterm and not do one discussion, and they're going to get a 70% in the class, which makes absolutely no sense. So I really, really, really encourage you. And let me just to be fair and put it this way, if someone does all their work and get 100 across the board, and they do all their discussions and get 100 across the board, and they fail to do their midterm, or they fail their midterm and they fail their final, they're really only going to get a 90. They're still going to get an A. So I want you to conceptualize that people tend to freak out because they miss one part of the work. That's not going to impact your grade as much as the discussion will in this class. So please be aware of that. So don't stress out about the midterm. Don't stress out about the final. It's going to be okay. Your discussion is impacting you much more than these are. So anyhow, that said, it is about 9 o'clock on Friday. I wanted to give you this message. You don't have to reply to it. It's just informative. It's just to get you an understanding on what to expect. After this week, we go back to the same routine, 2 chapters, your discussions, so on. You go week 6, week 7. I'm sorry, forgive me. We go week 5, week 6, and then week 7 is your final week. So really, we got 2 more discussions left, and then you got your final assignment, your final week. So it's going to go by very, very, very fast. So we're beyond the midpoint. This is beyond midterm, but this is how it falls out in regards to how many chapters we take. Forgive me today. I don't know. I probably need another cup of coffee. But either way, I just wanted to give you this quick informative video, let you know what's going on. It should be okay, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Send me an email. Be easy to, just kind of get in contact with me. And then here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start early registration for fall. So please make sure that you are taking advantage of the time you have. We'll be sending out an email to all of our business management students. So if you're in a different program, you won't get an email from me. That'll be your program directors and advisors in your program. But if you're in business management, you'll get an email with the 3 advisors in our program, which is Dr. Kennebrew, Ms. Castile, and myself, Mr. Argueta, and you are divided into regions. So what I would call the southern part of our regions, the campus is located in Floyd and Gordon County. No, Floyd and Polk County will be Dr. Kennebrew. The campuses are located in Gordon and Whitfield or Dalton. That'll be myself. I'll advise those business management students, and anyone who's located in the Catoosa or Walker campus, that would be Miss Castile. So I know you're going to say, well, I go to school online. Yes, but whatever campus is closest to you, that's the assigned campus that you are in. So if you live in Calhoun, Georgia, Gordon County will be your campus. If you live in Dalton, Georgia, the Whitfield Murray County campus will be your local campus. Same goes for Walker and Catoosa. So, but I will send out a schedule where you can click on a time to be able to register if you need advisement. Now, I also encourage you, after you understand how this works, and you don't need advisement, you understand how to use DegreeWorks, self-register, because we are just 3 advisors for a lot of students. It's hard to get an appointment. So if you know how to self-register, and I will also include their instructions how to self-register. That'll be the best way to do it. Classes will book up quickly, so make sure as soon as they start early registrations for returning students, make sure you take advantage of that. So be on the lookout for an email with the calendars or the links to our calendars to book an appointment. If you need advisement, that means if you don't know which direction you're going and have no clue what's happening, that FYI, the responsibility of registration falls on your side of the fence. We're here to assist and advise you in regards to your path. We're not here to register you technically. We're here to help you through this, give you advisement. So if you need advisement, if you need help with something, you have questions, you want to know which direction you want to go in, then that's what you register for a meeting for. If you know what classes you need, which you can look up at My GNTC under DegreeWorks, then you just self-register yourself once they open up registration. If you have any other questions, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help. But once again, there are a lot of students in this program, so it's going to be tough to catch us. If you are just looking for someone to register, you're welcome to self-register. If you self-register and you want to make sure that things are done, you can send an email to one of your advisors and say, hey, I self-register. Can you just double check, make sure everything's good? And it should be easy to go. Anyhow, Other than that, I hope you're having a good week. We're 3 weeks away after this week from being completed from our summer semester. And then that's it, guys. I will be taking time off. I will be off most of July and half of August. So it'll be tough to catch me. So I'll be very honest, my schedule will be pretty booked. As I mentioned, I think earlier, I'll be traveling to Chicago, then to San Francisco, and then I'll be touring Europe with my son, backpacking through Europe for about 15, 16 days. So I'm excited about taking some time off. I think it's a needed time off. As I mentioned, I get to spend it with my son. So I'm looking forward to just kind of getting and exploring Europe with my son and having a good time, eating a lot of good food, meeting a lot of great people, all that good stuff. So I hope that you're going to be able to take some time off as well and rest, maybe go to lay out in a beach somewhere or go to a pool or do something to take it easy. You deserve it. I know you've been working hard. So if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. If not, have a wonderful week, guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.